Hey, everybody, it's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show.
Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Andre Palante.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 115.
Palante measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. gathers and throws, but it's not in time. And I'm sure they'll go and check on the left-hander now.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. And a curve misses outside. Crow Armstrong aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball, that's out.
That one's in there, and the count is even 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Tosses across to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
In the air, left field. Torres settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. There's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Just misses with that one.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Stays alive. The 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now here's a flare off the bat. Makes the catch. Inning over. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. You're dialed into the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Javier Assad. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Leading off, J.J. Weatherholt. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Stepping in, Ian Happ.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Torres takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting six, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Foul ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Burleson takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 20, Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter will be Michael Conforto. He's been a great free agent sign. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Inside, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in St. Louis, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Ivan Herrera. On to the third inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Hey! Ball.
Fastball for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Smoked into left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Puts a bunt down. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. Hit on the ground to the right side. Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Fouls away the first offering. the ground. Nice grab. Here's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ryan Torres. Back here in St. Louis, out of the fourth, Michael Busch digs in now. What a stop to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Bregman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Nico Hoerner. Grounded out his first time. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is out of here. A 3-run dinger. The Cubs strike first. It's 3-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Ready to go, bottom 4. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Jordan Walker. Back here at Busch Stadium, digging in, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
And that chops in for a strike.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
That's a ball.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Out to short. Sends it to first. One away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. He's 2 for 2. And that one hammered, carrying well, and gone. He'll touch them all, and they add on. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andre Palante departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Peter Strzelecki. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Strzelecki.
So now here's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Just a slow ground ball this time. And he beats it. He's safe.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman.
So a man at first. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Back here in St. Louis, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Alex Bregman.
Ball.
The 1-0. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8.
In half up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Happ lays off.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
It's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
So here's Horner now. 1 for 2. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Burleson. Oh, a great flip. Pretty nice play there.
We don't see this very often anymore. Runner on first and second, sack bunt down to move him up, but he does a nice job, executes perfectly. See if they can get a couple of runs across.
Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. In to score from third. It's 5-0. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. That's in there. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're the top half of the 6th. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw home.
No, he's in there.
It's 6-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Luis Castello.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Chopped left side. On to first. And Swanson is set down. And that's the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, J.J. Weatherholt. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go to Philadelphia.
Got a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. A sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
The designated hitter, Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3.
Ball, that's
But we got
down.
the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Any way you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. The 1-0. Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second with 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is out of play.
Ball.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Coming home. He'll score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So, man aboard. Here's Alex Bregman.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Up the middle. Over to first. 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ, the next to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a base hit knocks in a run.
the batter number 2. Second
Man at first, Nico Horner getting ready to hit. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this.
Nope.
But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-1 now. That clips the corner.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 20, Michael Conforto.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Gastelum gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Matt Swanson.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And here is Michael Conforto. He's already homered in this game.
Ball one.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. To third. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 8 and the Cardinals nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 7th. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Ivan Herrera. Tyler Ferguson will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th. Carson Kelly now at the plate.
Hey.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Number 7.
Man at first, nobody out. Dansby Swanson digs in now. Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the order. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
That misses.
Yep, that ball went out.
1 strike. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 8th. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Kelly. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 9-3. First and second and nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. The 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Glove flip to second. A sensational double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Gloves it on the dive, throw to first, but it's not in time. Base hit. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Up next to the Cubs.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Alex Bregman.
Nope, that's the ball.
And the 1-0. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Man on second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Cardinals 3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Cardinal DH, Jordan Walker.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Cubs,
in the game for the Cubs, Jake Woodford.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 47, Justin Rule.
We go to the 9th, leading off Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
Ball 1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Struck him out without a swing. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Bounce to the left side. Win. Tosses to first. 2 away.
Up next to the Cubs, the right fielder, number 20, Michael Conforto.
2 down, base is empty. Michael Conforto will hit next. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an 8-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So two down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Tap foul at the plate. Strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Cubs 11 and the Cardinals 3. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Brian Torres getting ready to hit.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final 11-3. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
your footsteps through the dark. The colors shape an amazing display, but aurora is not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that Jay left to paint and memorize.